What's going on, guys? Intech here, and welcome back to another map tour video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the dock section of the map that I just got building and tell you how I built it, because I used a bunch of different things to kind of create this cool little look, and things are just there's just some random things around that were used to get the look that I wanted. So first and foremost, this is if you go up this hill, that gas station's to the left, and then up the hill even more, we have the intersection that leads around to the fire station, the police station, and the warden's house. So kind of the story was that I wanted to have a dock where a ferry would come in, and so picture, essentially, that's a little off, we gotta change that. Picture this part, essentially turning down, and it would like land onto the ferry, and then people would get off and cars would get on and stuff. And so kind of what I'm missing yet is a crashed boat, because part of the story was that the boat crashed and there's cars in the water and stuff like that. And so I'm missing that aspect of this, and the model just doesn't exist yet. So but when it does, I'm gonna put that in here so you can imagine that if you want. And then also I might make like a parking lot right here. I'm not entirely sure if I'll do that. I kind of like this look just how it is. So yeah, we got like the office here. When you would come off the ferry, you'd get on here and you'd check people in or whatever. I don't know, check in the island, whatever. I don't know how things work, but essentially people would check in here. You got a locked door in here so no freaking prisoners can break in. So we won't be able to go in the front door here, but you can hop in the windows and stuff. Obviously this needs to be fixed. And then I just kind of added a little bit of overgrowth just for looks. Fire hydrant, this kind of thing just for looks. Fences for looks. And then these guardrails right here to add to the look of the pier and the dock kind of atmosphere, essentially. I'll have to shift this all over, which is not a problem. You just have to select everything. I wish there was a way to like essentially drag a grid and select everything within that area. That would make it really easy instead of having to hold shift and click everything. Maybe there is, I'm just not noticing. So first and foremost, this road right here is a road line, and below that is another road line to add to like the thickness, which you can't see anymore because I actually raised this area up and made it like stony, because it adds to like a really cool like dock atmosphere. This needs to be fixed because you can crawl underneath those. Yeah, so it was too, actually you might be able to see it on this side, too thick to essentially like kind of facilitate the look. Yeah, you can see it right here. This is another one down here. And then this end thing is actually road line caps that I put together to point two of them, because the back is like transparent essentially, and you'd be able to see through it. So from one side, this is what it looks like, which is kind of cool because it adds like a caution kind of deal to it, which is totally unintended. And then there's another one behind that to make that point like that. Here you can kind of see it, I think, actually. You can see it right here. You can see how you can see through them. It's weird, but you can see through the back of them. So I put two together to create that little look, and then I added in some like roadblocks right here. This house is actually sitting on top of a road line, and it was originally, I did it that way so that one, it would just be even with everything, but then also so that it would look like it was actually sitting on something instead of the house going down like that. But then I decided to add in these rocks, and it looks way better, I think, with the rocks. So I decided to do that instead, and I think it looks a lot better. I had to maybe I'll just take out the road line, although I do like this kind of walkway right here. But I had to put like these road blocks at the end to cap off that end, because you can crawl underneath it, and I don't want that. I don't want people being able to crawl underneath things and hide like that. So I'm going to be adding in detail and stuff like that when the map is completed. But next up on the order of business is making a swamp area. Somebody actually suggested that, and I was like, that is a sweet friggin' idea. Create a swamp with like some little shacks or something on it, and make another island. Essentially, that would be another point of interest. And so, you know, that's going to be in the works for the next map tour video. But I just wanted to show you guys this and kind of just talk about how you can use some of the objects in game to get you a different look that you might not have thought that you can achieve. And I actually saw this look off of, I can't remember who it was on Steam community. They essentially made a bridge and they used these road caps as like the side of the bridge. And I was like, oh, that's a great idea. You can like add them at the end, and I can add like the ferry dock where this thing would like fall down and lock onto the ferry, and then like, you know, cars would come off and stuff. And I was like, that's a freaking perfect idea. And you can walk on it and everything. So, and I believe that when cars get put in, this would make a pretty funny looking ramp and cause some pretty funny things. So yeah, guys, that's just a quick little look at the map, the custom map Blackfall Island I've been working on, and the dock area. I think is pretty complete for the most part. Just gotta do a little bit of touching up and adding some new things in and some objects, but it looks great, I think, and I think it's gonna definitely add to the atmosphere. Maybe there'll be like some police stuff in here, like some police loot eventually. Like maybe you can find like Swiss or something in here, since this would kind of be more, it would essentially be like a police kind of station where there'd be a guard or something here. So, you know, maybe we'll do something like that. So hopefully you guys like this video and you like this little update series. Check back next time in the map update series to see the swamp. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.